To go, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Watch the run. Watch the run. Back up. Check, check. Lucky. Lee Griffin.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
51 on the mark, boy. 51. I'm going to run it. 64. Weak.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Got it. Set. 18. Tater. 5. Now go. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the safety green. Hey, high 7. Hard. Snap.
Looking to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on, set. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Crunch down, defense. Sponge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
29, 14. Let's go. Check. Quick. Good touch.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Second and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On first down, Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, here's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
70, Indy.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check.
Fair. Go. Check. Hey.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That's good for 28 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he would.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, echo. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. 3 buzz. Check 31.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Chopper. Hey, Steve 6. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Wildfield. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Yeah. Hey, check Mike. Hey, wahoo.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check safety.
Here's Wilson to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Smooth. Check.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Double. Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Wilson on first down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Lindsey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Tempo.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster.
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, high 7.
First down.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 5.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go.
On 2nd down now. Nixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready. Check by 21. Watch the curve. Bravo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Delta. Down.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check it out, read. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. No, no, no. Off, off, off. He's crashing. Hey, lock it. Goose. Go. Goose, goose. Hey, check it out.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
No. Hey, exit. Check back 21. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, Zoo. Mike. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. Get it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Let's go.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 22 jet bomber.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ready? Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Fair. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. He'll step aside.
I'm coming for you, son. 14. 57's run. And we're pretty quiet.
On 1st down, Wilson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
What? 280. 7, Mike 57. Stop your whining. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert, 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 alert. 57, Mike 57. Go, go, go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Lyon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Leo.
On the toss, Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Rush in. Go out. Rush in. Shit. Hey, Haywood. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Now.
Looking to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Cut. Jack Nickel, next 3. 218, chopper. Hey. Motion. Smooth.
2nd and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Go. 61, matchbox, lights. 2.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. 30. Past the 20. Well, a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Bengals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Go. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Hey, dude. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Hey,
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Redskins, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.